right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today we want to talk about, did Taliban Glizzy forget the DC gun laws? Self-snitching at its finest. Shaking my head, man. All right, man. I was roaming the YouTube streets, man, and I came across this topic, so I had to speak about it, man. So hey, let's start the debate, man. Taliban Glizzy, think he done dug himself in a big ditch this time. But let's talk about it, man. Taliban Glizzy was reportedly apprehended by the U.S. Secret Service in Washington, D.C. for illegally possessing multiple guns. Man, this arrest occurred on December 12th in a traffic stop. My bad, y'all. During that time, the officers on duty recovered an Oyster Perpetual Rolex watch and diamond earrings worth $17,000. But before the arrest, Taliban had been under surveillance for about a year. I wonder why. As local authorities gathered intel regarding his tendencies for obtaining semi-automatic rifles. His stage name and rap lyrics are said to have played a role in landing him on the government's radar. Wow. Self-snitching, y'all. Or should I say, keeping it too real. Upon his arrest, prosecutors asked the court not to release him until his trial. While under surveillance, in May 2021, he posted an Instagram photo of himself at Locked and Loaded in Miami, a shooting range specializing in machine gun rentals. What I tell y'all, man, about doing it for the gram? They gotta do it for the gram. In July 22, MPD officers, Metropolitan Police, responded to a report of firearms left behind in a lift. Wow. He had to be high, doing some heavy drugs to do a crash test dummy move like this. But officers recovered a pistol laying openly on the floor and an AR-15 style firearm partially concealed inside a duffel bag, which were later connected to the rapper, probably by camera footage or maybe his credit card info. Man, you know they got cameras in them lifts. But anyway, another bag found at the scene contained a second AR-15 with 29 rounds of 223s, them 223 caliber ammos in the 45 round capacity magazine. It was reported stolen out of Arlington County. Damn, brother, you are federally screwed. But behind that bag was a ghost gun, black 9mm Glock semi-automatic pistol with a scratched off serial number. Man, on the Glock and no serial number on the slide. Man, the feds are going to have a field day with this guy when they hand out his charges like he won the jail lottery. But wait, he also had a Ruger 57, 5.7 by 28 millimeters semi-automatic recovered in the pocket mounted on the rear of the front passenger seat. Damn, who was he beefing with? Hey, it looked like he was selling them Jones. Was he selling them? I guess it's too late to buy one. But to make matters worse, he had already pleaded guilty in PG County to an attempted robbery back in 2011. So, man, he been crashing out for a while. But in 2017, he also pled guilty to 2 counts of possession of controlled dangerous substances. Man, I wonder what that was. Fentanyl? Boat? Who knows? I told y'all he had to be high to keep getting caught like that. Despite the July 22 incident from the lift and his criminal record, he allegedly possessed a number of firearms last month on a trip from Miami to DC. Wow. See, when you live in that life in DC, you gotta stay strapped up at all times. And unfortunately, this will be his downfall. U.S. Secret Service were later able to confirm Taliban's identity, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He was taken into custody following a traffic stop. So, man, they had him under surveillance and just followed him and caught up with him, man. The court documents state the government retains the ultimate burden of persuasion by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant presents a danger to the community, and by the lesser standard of a preponderance of the evidence that the defendant presents a flight risk. The government also expressed concerns over the lyrics and images glorifying gun violence and flashing firearms in several of his music videos. Man, what I tell y'all about keeping it too real and self-snitching at the same damn time. He is considered to be a menace to society and a borderline terrorist, allegedly. Hence the name Taliban. Man, this Bama had extended clips, drums, switches, powerful drugs, and deadly guns. Game over. Man, he will definitely go down in the DC history books. I hope the clout was worth it, but it wasn't. Man, and I say that to say this. I was saying a long time ago, like when Chicago started with that drill movement, I was like, man, that will never happen in DC. Because I don't know nobody stupid enough to flash guns on cam knowing how DC feel about guns. Man, I caught one charge and they was leaning on me trying to give it to me. So I know damn well. I'm like, how did he escape all these charges? Maybe because it was Maryland. But I don't know, man. And then all that beefing, you know, he taking chains and making himself hot. I knew that would be his downfall. But let me tell you what. Devil's Court. Let me tell y'all how, and I'm just doing this blog just to tell y'all how it goes down in DC, man, what we got to deal with. But I knew flashing them guns and showing guns and beefing on social media, man, that is a no-no in DC. And you can tell by, like, how many people have got killed or how many rappers have been exposed on cam for playing Tough Tony. Several. And have been killed. Man, DC, Devil's Court, man, is cruddy from the top to the bottom. Why you think the police started watching him and kept him under surveillance? Man, they knew he was a good lick. And to meet that quota, and then to get picked up by the Secret Service? Are you kidding me, man? And like I said, man, that self-snitching and that keeping it too real is not for DC. So I hope this is a lesson to all you young rappers, all you drill rappers in DC, man, that y'all got to move accordingly. And y'all got to figure out a way to not keep it so real. Because you will definitely self-snitch on yourself, man. This is not the place, man, to be pump faking. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I don't know, man. Y'all tell me about this situation. Tell me what y'all think. Taliban Glizzy? Did he forget the DC gun laws? Man, self-snitching or keeping it real at its finest. Shaking my head. Hey, like this video, share this video, comment and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.